Hello viewers, I'm SB and welcome back to Into the Breach, where today we are hopefully just not getting outscaled by these bugs. I'm a little worried about what's going to happen when the leaders start showing up. I don't know, we'll figure it out. What will happen is, we will figure it out. So, if we have to do both of these things, what is the order in which we would like to do them? So you have scorpions here, we have blobbers, which I do not love. I'm trying to think, which one of these is going to be more of a pain in the ass when we potentially have to fight leaders? I think it's going to be Archive Inc. Like, the Tumblebug leader producing 2 stones and stuff is often very difficult to deal with. Let's do Archive now. Have Detritus be the 4th island. Yeah, that makes sense to me. Also, remember, I would like to, get the achievement and also get the win all at once. But if it comes right down to it, we just have to get to 5 pods. So, like, if we make sure to get both of the pods that will appear during this island to bring us to 4, again, assuming that I'm remembering correctly how the pods are spaced, then we only have to survive half of this island, technically. And, in case... I'm not saying I don't think we're going to win. I'm just saying. Alright. Artillery support. I do love the artillery support. I also love the air support mission, and I'm sad that it's this one that we don't even want to do if we can avoid it. Alright. Antiquity Row. Show me what's up. Okay, they started the artillery support, like, way off on a weird side of the map. That's not ideal. Okay, well, if I don't start here, I'm afraid a Tumblebug's gonna body block us with a stone in that spot, so I do think it's important to have somebody be there. That said, it's pretty good odds that there's gonna be like a Tumblebug and the rock there or something. You have 3 movements, that's enough for you to threaten this, which I probably can't deal with if you do it. Nightmare time. That's where we're at right now, is nightmare time. And everything here has so much fucking health. And also the spiders. Oh, if I set up like this... Spider has 2 movement. Okay, so it couldn't throw a spot here. Alright, we're gonna try it. This is scary. I do need to get +1 damage on this laser at some point because, like... We've reached the point where 4 is insufficient. Okay, the good news is the enemies can't really... Oh, sorry, I forgot. The Nautiloids are only 4 HP. That's actually really nice. I was really hoping to be able to roll the artillery support down this way. We might have to back up. The artillery support pushes the thing it hits, right? No, it does not. That's challenging. I was going to say, if it can just back up and shove the rock over here while destroying it, that's totally fine. But what if it can't, though? This is actually, you know what I was not thinking about? Was how awkward it would be if I got spidered right here. Huh. So I could do this, which allows the laser bot to step forward and just laser this thing to death. It doesn't reduce the number of Tumblebugs as effectively, which is a problem. Okay, let me do this first. Because I'm just like thinking ahead, if we end up having to put the control mech in this space to control this guy. I want to move him to here, ideally. If I did the laser mech thing first, obviously we would not be able to move it at all, which would be a serious problem. Yeah, I hate to feel like I'm wasting the 1 use we get of this per battle, but in the sense that we're only hitting one thing with it, but it does really feel like this is the only way. We're gonna save that building. And then, I don't like this, but... What am I going to do with you? I don't know how we're ever going to clear the rock. We don't really have an ability to deal with that, and that means the artillery support is kind of completely useless. That might actually be the case. I'm going to start a fire. Okay, that's something. That might matter. Aha! The artillery support gets to participate. You fool. Well, total no-brainer here. Okay, once again, I think just teleporting this, enemy moving that thing is probably the right move. You know what I would really love is to be able to do some damage to this fucking spider. I mean, I could just use our movement charge on the laser mech to get it over to the place where I can kill the spider launcher, right? If I do that, I'm allowing a building to take 1 damage. But getting rid of the spider is a pretty big deal. So I would want to do so from a position where the control mech is blocking a spawn. If I go there, so if I go like there and here, then I can boost you only 3 spaces. Shoot, okay. Because we need to boost it all the way over to here, right? I can't fire this way. Nope, it doesn't actually work. I need the laser mech to be in this position, so we don't get to both boost and block. It's like we're definitely killing this spider. I guess the other thing I'm doing is blocking something with the other bombling. Yeah, alright. I don't love this, but like I do think this thing has to get dealt with. Yeah. Okay, explosive scion, potentially problematic. That is tricky. Because I don't really want Kai to have to stand here to shoot. You're going to kill the explosive scion for me. Yeah, so I kind of want the control mech to stand here. Obviously, it's very dangerous for a mech that has only 2 HP. So if I control mech you to there, have Kai stand here, I'm only hitting this guy for 2 damage. And I don't think that I can get him with 2 bombs. There's no position I can stand in where both the bombs will be able to reach him, since the enemy has been so aggressive about completely blocking off half of the map. Yeah, it might be the case that we just have to accept a much weaker turn. And then I don't want to kill you anyway, because... If I do this, the Nautilus will pull itself to the mountain and set itself on fire at 1 HP, right? I do actually really like that. Although, actually, I guess there's no reason not to just bomb it. If I move to here, I can also do 1 damage to this one. And then it'll hit itself for 1, so... Yeah, I may as well just do this, because he gets an extra damage on the other guy, too. And sadly, little artillery support, you just have no roll. It did one thing. And the one thing that it did matter, at least. Yeah, I'm glad we're getting this out of the way now, though. I would not want to do this 4th. This would really suck. Okay, a moth is not too bad. Moth we can deal with. We almost have the movement necessary. Well, it definitely feels to me like we're gonna get 1 bomb. Yeah, I mean, this is okay, right? So, I'm going to want to move this thing to there, but we want to detonate a bomb in that space first. When I move you to there, you're going to be attacking here, so let's make sure that the bombling mech is not standing in that spot. I'm going to blow up this mountain too. That'll show him. There we go. And then we can make the moth do 1 damage to that. There we go. Perfect. And just for good measure. Oh, right. I forgot the... Shoot. I forgot the tumblebug was going to kill itself, preventing the moth from killing both of them. Silly me. That said, had I realized that, I don't know that there's like a lot of play around there. The Restoration Center mission should be very easy for this squad. This is a squad that is good at setting shit on fire. We definitely need you to be over here. For you to be somewhere in here, I think makes a lot of sense. Yeah, right? Something like this. This is going to be very awkward for the tumblebugs, which I love. Explosive spiderlings is potentially a huge problem, though, so we're going to have to deal with that really quickly. Well, I gotta be honest with you. Not super happy about this one. How would I even... Okay, if I move to here and I use my one... Yeah, my 1 dose of this. Yeah, I just don't have the ability to free this mech right now. We can kill this guy and start a huge number of fires, which is fun. Hey, you just don't get to play the video game. Sorry. 6 spaces on fire already. We're still taking 1 building damage, but I do think that's like... maybe I... If I'm only going to get 1... If I'm still going to get 1 building damage, like I'm so ingrained to not let the Vec attack buildings, but actually... Letting it perform this attack is way better, right? Because at least it kills the spider. I should just... Yeah. Alright. This part's still good. That part still rules. What else do I do? Do I want to block a spawn? Or do I want to start some more fires? I think I want to start some more fires. So here's what I'm going to do. Actually, you know what? Never mind. This thing's not really going to accomplish anything. I was going to run it down here and explode it so that at least this rock would do damage to the Scion, but I actually can't do that safely without damaging either Kai or a building. So I think I'm just going to start some fires over here for mission purposes. And then setting both of those bugs on fire, I think, is like really high value. Oh, right. I forgot that it itself was going to explode. Yeah, that's troublesome. Well, I appreciate some of the enemies coming to Kai. Not that she's going to be able to do as much damage as we were hoping. So if I kill the spider this way, the spider kills the explosive Scion. Does some damage. Alright. Then we can have you just block a spawn and also do a ton of damage. I love to do a ton of damage. Alright. You are going to just claim this. May as well get it off the table, get it safe. You can make that fire lethal. Okay. Pretty solid cleanup, if I do say so myself. And then this thing is totally trapped and is guaranteed to be in a position where it's easy to bomb. Jesus Christ. All right, well. Okay, I think this is the turn that I want. So we still get 4 spawns out of these 6 spawn locations, but Kai is reboosted. I guess, actually, sorry, I'm being silly. I forgot, with the stabilizers, we can have Kai stand on a fire, repair to clear the fire, and then be at full health. Yeah, we can get an extra block. There we go. That is definitely better. So I think in this case, we just have this bombling block, right? I mean, that doesn't actually matter. That thing's going to survive either way. Just fly up here and move it over to there, and then this thing actually dies. So we get a little bit more XP. I will say this, I am a little bit less excited about leveling pilots up than I used to be, I think. I think they added more traits to the level up pool that I think are not very good than ones that I actually want. And so it does feel to me like leveling pilots up is less important. It's more likely they're going to get a thing that doesn't matter. Interesting, an atom with adrenaline. What would I use an atom with adrenaline for? Would I put you in over Chloe, maybe? The thing is, we don't actually get any benefit from Isaac being on this mech, but we probably would from having Chloe be on that mech. Because getting a second shot at the Gemini missiles without having to reactor for it is actually pretty meaningful. Kai definitely stays here. And the question is, which one of you would I rather have here? The answer should be Adam, right? I have used the double reset a couple of times, but I shouldn't be using it. I should be just playing better. And with Adam, that reset is at least a, it's like a, what do you call it? A resource that actually does something. I think we pull this. Okay. I like that. To the secondary archives. Let's hope they don't spawn a ton of moths at the beginning. Okay, cool. So, I definitely want the laser mech to be over here somewhere. Maybe all the way here. Like, what I would really love is to put the laser mech in a place where we know the spider is not going to spider it. We can't actually do that. The spider has 2 moves, so it can go here and fling into this column. We don't know what we're going to want from the bombling mech, and I am going to put the control mech here just to prevent the tumblebug from putting a rock here. And there's, you know, potentially going to have to spend a bombling. Okay, that's pretty likely to just be fine, right? In fact, this seems like a really, really good opportunity for the missiles. Ow. You know, thinking through your sequencing is like pretty good play, generally. Am I going to spend a reset on that? Because we could totally kill this thing on that same turn. I am not. I'm gonna let that slide. I don't love killing this mountain. This mountain actually serves some meaningful purpose, but it's fine. Here, you can do this for me. This particular space is really taking a beating. Okay, this seems like a fine time to break the dam. Wait. Really important we do that before we lock the control mech into this position. Alright, and that just clears out basically all of their spawn tiles. Oh, so they're just going to spawn on this side of the island. This doesn't feel fair. Yeah, you should also repair. These rocks have provided some pretty decent blocking capability, but also, like, I sure wish they weren't here. Well. I mean, I don't know if there's anything really terribly special even to do here. We're kind of in a position where we can't interact with these enemies very usefully. I can do this, get a direct kill, and then... Oh no, this would be bad because I would be setting myself on fire. I guess this is a thing where we fire the reset basically just to get the shield. Just have you step out of the way and you step into the way, and yeah. You know, it's nice to have the resource. All right, we get a thing. Ooh, bad repairs. Bad repairs is tough for this team. We really need Kai to start very close to a repair pad and to have the first turn, on the first turn they move on to it. Which could be pretty tricky, actually. It's like, in theory, I like this move. Where I want to be is here, which gives us two different options of places where I can move to and end up on a pad. The problem is if we move here, we are absolutely going to be prevented from moving at all. Here I have three options in theory, but like these two are not. This one is definitely not a place I will want to go. This might be if the Firefly decides to like attack from here or here. Step up there and just obliterate. Well, no, not obliterate it. Can't actually kill it. Don't do enough damage. Ugh, this is shitty. This is like a nightmare. I actually sort of can't start anybody on this side because it's very unlikely that it will be safe for us to get webbed. Which will, like, 100% for sure will happen. Ugh, this is really ugly. Okay. So we can move the control mech to here, control the tumblebug into a position where it will kill the explosive scion, right? That still doesn't save this building because the moth's going to hit it, but I think we might just have to live with that one. I can just let you fire, that's fine. Kai can back up and then take a shot that only does a couple of damage and is pretty bad. But I think is right. You won't kill the spider anyway, so yeah, it should be this. Yeah, I think we do this with you. Except I probably do it from this space, right? So that I'm not in the way. That feels pretty important. And then I really don't want Kai to be all the way back here, but I don't see that we have much of a choice. We're still taking 1 grid damage here. We had to keep an eye on this. Oh, 4% resist. Okay. That's really nice timing for that. All right. Unfortunately, we have 0 control over the webbing at this point. Fucking of course you did. Yeah, and then this spider gets to sit on it and block it. That's fun. Well, okay, here's what I'm thinking. Kai jumping like this is a pretty good play, with the exception of the way that it kills Adam. But because that's Adam, We can fire this, then hit the reset, and then still do this. I believe the way it works is the shield will eat the 2 damage, and then Adam will still take the 1 point of push damage, but 1 point of push damage is not a big deal. Then this attack still occurs. We can't... No, we can stop it. We can stop it with the laser mech. Or with the bombling mech, because we have one more use of the Phoenix missiles. I guess that's interesting, though. If we're going to do that anyway, is this a better play for freeing... Sorry, let me make sure I fully undo all my moves when I undo stuff. Is this a better play for freeing the thing? Then we can have the other mech. It does not give us a lot of ways of dealing with this. Like, I think we're consigned to one of these rock attacks going off. And what I like about a lot about the other plan is it kills the fucking spider. Yeah, I'm gonna stick to that. So, I mean, it doesn't have to be that, whatever. I just have to do something so that we can reset. All right, being rid of the spider, critically important. Then... The thing is, I can't actually kill this spider with the bombling mech, which is frustrating. So I guess we just let that spider live. We do still do this, I think. I think that's going to destroy the pod. As much as I want to make the move where this guy's on fire, I think if I do that movement, it will destroy the pod. So we're still taking 1 grid damage here. It's a little bit different than the one I thought we were going to be taking. And we're already making use of that conservative trait. We need to step on one more pad here. Okay, and we've been given a reasonable place to stand. Right, like this has to be right. Thing is, it's only going to do 4 damage to that guy. Huh. Do I just lose? We have to take, in order to keep our perfect island bonus going, we have to take 1 or 0 damage this turn. Is there actually a way to do that? Okay. If I stand right here, we can throw a bombling there and a bombling down to here. Somewhere. Obviously something has to get moved. What I'm thinking is if we could have a bombling stand on this tile and explode, it could do 1 damage to this thing, and then we could have Kai step in. No, never mind, it won't work. Because Kai needs to be at full health for that plan to be lethal. So actually... Yeah, everything here has slightly too much HP to be stoppable. And we still have another turn. Criminy. Was there an extra turn in this battle? There was, right? This doesn't feel right. Okay. So here's what I'm thinking right now. All of this has to be stopped because we cannot stop this. There's literally nothing we can do to prevent this moth from getting that building kill. So whatever the solution is, it has to deal with everything else. I am thinking Kai stepping to here and then jumping to here clears one enemy. The thing is, clearing that enemy is not actually even helpful. Like, this guy's not doing anything. Well, I mean, that's true until we move the alpha tumblebug, right? My kingdom for a third use of the Gemini missiles, which would solve absolutely everything. All right. If I... Yeah, I think we lose our perfect island bonus here. I don't think there's a way to maintain it beyond relying on another 4% victory. All right, so if I detonate a bomb like here and here, that puts this thing at 4 HP, but it doesn't matter because Kai can't get to full health and shoot this guy. We can't move the rock. I can move you, but it doesn't do anything to do so. Yeah, we have a serious problem with the fact that there's no way to deal damage to this Alpha Firefly that doesn't, like, ruin everything. Because I certainly can't explode it from this tile or this tile. I can just... No, I cannot. If I could get to this space, I could have just dropped a bombling in front of it, which would have been sufficient. Alright. Bombling here to kill the spider. Bombling that just sits here. Then... Yeah, there's just no way to deal with these two. The control mech can handle either one of them, but Kai can't handle either one of them. Like, Kai is useless here. If every enemy on the table has 5 HP, Kai just can't do stuff. And there are positions where I could perform a jump, but there's no position where performing a jump actually accomplishes anything except right here. So is it possible then for me to... No. I was going to say, is it possible for us to use Kai to finish this enemy off and then to find some other solution for the other 3 enemies? And the answer is no. There is actually simply no way to deal with this Alpha Firefly. The bombling mech needs 1 more point of movement. Okay, so the perfect island's gone. We lose. What's minimizing? How do I put us in the best possible position? We definitely still want to kill the spider. I guess like I let this happen. Hold on, so we'll put you here. Well, no, I'll put you here and do damage to this thing. It's not lethal damage, but it's still good. I guess if I can't kill everything, do I just want to do that jump plan anyway? It does kill an enemy. Yeah. I'm not 100% clear on how this is going to work out. Okay, that was the way I wanted it to go. And then the bomblings, like one of the bomblings kills the spider, the other bombling blocks a spawn. Well, we can spawn block with this guy though. Is there anything of value for the other bombling to do? Not really. Can I fire it? Oh, yeah, I can fire it so that it blocks. Here, we can fire it deep enough that we can block this lower spawn with it. And then, yeah, you are just gonna Oh, actually, now that I positioned that way, I don't even get to block a spawn because I have to do something more. I have to move this guy to a position where he's harmless. Because if I put him here, he'll just kill. Well, that doesn't have to be true, though. I can just do this from a different spot. There we go. And who knows? Maybe we will get the 4% block. Alright, fingers crossed. Alright. Yeah, bad repairs. Bad repairs is tough. Fuck you. Okay. So that's fun, because that's where the the reactor is. Here, we're gonna go like this. I'm gonna do 3 damage to you. Huzzah! XP! And you're just gonna block that shot. Okay. We take another point of building damage, because this island has been a nightmare. Yeah, extremely high health moth that tucks itself into a back corner of the map. It's just not solvable. Okay, so now we have to not take any damage at all. No big deal. But hey, at least we got a trait that doesn't do anything. So what do I want to do with 1 reactor? I guess I want to put it on you. Or do I want a 3rd use of the Gemini missiles? Probably not, right? I know that we saw a use for it there, but I can't imagine that's going to be normal. I guess I'll go for the bonus move. Alright, so we just have to clear corporate HQ without taking even a single point of building damage, and then we're right back in it. I had 2 reactors. Because, right, there was a... Okay. It's fine, it wouldn't have mattered. It would have mattered. I could have had bonus HP on Kai. trying to give the fireflies something to focus on without giving the spider the ability to web two of us in place, because it absolutely will if it has the opportunity. A thing I really don't like about this position, though, is that if the bombling mech gets webbed, there's no way for us to free it safely. Like, it can't use a bombling to free itself. I guess it doesn't matter. It's fine, whatever. Okay. Yeah, because, like, if I was thinking about a situation where theoretically we use a bombling to free the thing, then, you know, I would already have to have acted for that to occur. So this is a problem. This. How do we deal with that problem? So we lose, huh? I do believe there is no way to prevent all of the building damage. Okay, so like we can... Yeah, there's no way to prevent all of the building damage. In fact, we can hardly prevent any of it. Like, really looking at this, all of these bugs are going to hit us. The fact that the fireflies hugged their targets, so there's no way to put something in between them and what they're shooting at, makes things really difficult. We have very limited ability to move things around, and every enemy here has 5 HP, so nothing can be killed. Like, I can do this, and then in theory, like a bombling can finish you off by putting you on 1 HP and on fire, but we have no ability to deal with this enemy at all. The only way to stop that enemy is to free the bombling mech and have the bombling mech use the Phoenix missiles to move it. But there's no way to free the bombling mech without guaranteeing that this thing gets to destroy the building it's looking at. Because if we... The only way to free the bombling mech is to use the control mech's thing on it. Yeah, like this does nothing. We can't do anything meaningful with the actual bomblings. Yeah, we just lose. Well, that's fun. All right, here's what I think we're going to do. We're going to tap out here. We're going to bring Kai to our next timeline with the intention of selling them at the end of the first island to give us that power boost. Maybe. But would I be better off having a fresh version of another hero or 4 reactor power or 4 reputation? 4 reputation lets you buy like an extra weapon and a reactor at the end of the the island, right? You convert 1 star that would have been used to buy power into reactor plus weapon. The downside, I suppose, is that it means you don't have a real pilot. We're going to re-random, so I'm not, you know, we're not necessarily in a position where Kai is going to be necessary. Let me make sure I'm not being like totally thinking doom here. If we used Adam to move the bouncer leader to here, we can have the bouncer leader not do any damage and also deal with the firefly. Once that's the case, we still have to deal with both of these enemies, and there's literally no way to deal with the tumblebug. Yeah. That move does allow Kai to kill this thing with the laser. But then all we have left is the bombling mech. Yeah, and there's no way to deal with this situation. I guess there's a very small chance. Let's do it so that we can see if it works. I think I have to spend my reset too, because if I stand here and hit this guy... Oh, I can move him... No, so yeah, that's right. He has to move to this space. But if I stand here and move him, we get killed. So yeah, we do this, hit reset. Because we're going to need the reset. Make this move. And the thing about this plan is that it requires us to hit the 4%. The 4% grid resist, right? I can't stop this from destroying that, from blowing up next to that building, but I can just hope. Okay. Yeah, I don't know if it's right to take Kai with the intention of selling Kai at the end of the first island, or if it's right to take a new pilot. I don't think we want to keep Adrenaline Adam or Adrenaline Isaac. And we probably don't want to keep Chloe. So we might just dump Kai and pick a fresh pilot. Or we might do the popular hero thing, because, like, having a bunch of extra reputation at the end of the first island is actually really nice. But that sounds like tomorrow's problem. I'm demoralized. I thought that run was going pretty all right. Like, we were getting to the point, though, where damage was not going to be enough, and I didn't have the opportunity to pick up any additional movement. So that's gonna be it for us for today. Thank you all so much for watching. When you come back next time tomorrow, we're going to do another, we're going to roll a fresh random squad. We either need more ability to deal with enemies in other ways than killing them, or we need to get luckier on finding stuff. Like, we didn't really even have the option of buying any things that would have helped us there, right? I guess we had, we saw an ice beam at one point. I don't know that I think that would have been terribly useful. It would have done something, I guess. Yeah, all right. When we do this again, we either need a couple of different ways of dealing with enemies without just over-damaging them, or a couple of ways of dealing 5, or luck, or we need more luck. More luck would be helpful. And we'll see you then.